Ah, greetings, adventurers. How the devil are we? Okay then, so back to the old World War II maps, and what we do here is we find World War II maps from my local area, which is the Hellfire Corner, the front line of Britain in World War II. We find the maps from 1940 and then we go investigate them in real time to see if we can find any remnants of what was there before back then. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So it's one of those. So, for example, here, if we have a look at this map here right now, there's a very, very strange set of what looks to be terraced houses over here. They're very, very weird. I don't know what they are. We're going to go investigate that as to what's there now. Apparently, there's nothing there now, but I don't know what that was. It makes no sense to me. Is it from somebody who was building something? All of the stuff around here that was being built? Because if you have a look, there is a lot of stuff around here back in 1940. Because of course everybody was preparing for a German invasion, so they bolstered the southeast corner and many other parts of Britain. Another couple of areas that really interest me are these three radar gun emplacements. I don't know what these blooming well are, but they're very interesting, and I think that there's one of them is still kind of half there. Never had an opportunity to investigate and get down inside it, but we have the stick of truth today, and of course the stick of truth always tells the truth. And then there's a couple of other bits and bobs here that I want to have a look into to see if there's anything left of those places. Anyway, come on, let's get on. What the hell is going on here? What are these flowers? God, you're pink. Hello. Oh, you're cute. Oh yes you are, look at you there. What are they? Ah, smell like roses. Primrose? No. Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm not too good with plants and things, but they ain't half cute. Proper pink. I'm wondering if it's just because of my sunglasses. Let's have a quick look. No, you're still pink. Amazing. All right, now look at this. You can see that something was here on the floor, right? So this is where we are on the maps, this little area here. And there's a blooming lot going on. So are these just like temporary buildings, do you think? They were right here. And as you can see, there's a lot of them, and they go all the way around. And over here as well, there's a ton of buildings that would have been placed on this concrete here, which is the foundation, I expect. Now, there's something in here that looks like a pillbox. I'm looking just here on the map at the moment. Very interesting little structure there. It looks like a pillbox. But if it is a pillbox, then, well, it's deep in Narnia here. Oh, here we go. We've got the Whore of Thorns. Of course we have. Little oiks. God, look at that one. Poke your bum out, that one, Will. I don't know what that means, but you get the point. And I can't get in there. Look how thick that is. Maybe we'll come back in the winter for this one, because that is an absolute mare in there, mate. God. No, I don't like the look of that at all. There's some sort of berries growing already. They're optimistic. Right in the middle of summer. These look like an autumnal type thing to me. Look at these little fellas. Oh, hello. Oh, everything's so bloody happy. Can you hear those birds? What possibly can go wrong? So what I think is possibly a pillbox is directly in there. I can see like an indentation up there. My drone's freaking out, so I'm not going to risk that because it will get swallowed up. That's one. We're going to have a quick look, see if there's any access areas around the other side, but it's not looking good from this point. So that building, what looks to be a pillbox, is right behind me right now. And as I said, it's just too much. And I don't want to be wrecking the foliage. It all looks so happy in the summer, and it's not my land anyway, so I'm not just going to go start smashing through there. But what I know about this place already, and I have explored some of it in the past, I don't think there's anything there. I think I've walked through this little copse before in the winter, when it was a little bit more less excited, if you will. So I'm going to call that there is no pillbox there, I don't think, which is a shame. There's so much going on here, as you can see. So much just this little area. It's really weird to think that it was so busy and so kind of vibrant with so many people. And now all you can hear is the motorway. The motorway is just there. I think that was built in, I want to say 92. So I think it was just a road before then. But in the 1940s, there's nothing here, as you can see. But we do have the strange buildings up the other end. So we're going to go check those. But first of all, we're going to check these radar gun emplacements, whatever they are, and get the stick of truth down deep inside and see what's going on. Well, not deep inside. I don't know what to expect here. I'm not promising anything. But I want to know what they are. There's 3 of them, but there's only 1 left. So this little road bit here that I'm walking up now is this little road bit here on the map. I don't know if you can see off in the distance there. We have a concrete structure.
Okay, quick intervention here then. So the bit that I feel that I'm walking up at the moment is here. Okay, it's right there. Yeah. Now I think in the video that I'm just showing you that the gun emplacements are on the left hand side and there's only 1 left. In actual fact, I'm wrong. This is where I'm just about to visit. It's this little bit here that I'm visiting, where I actually thought when I explored that I was visiting here. Now all of this makes sense. So I mentioned at the end of the video that when I was younger we built a base in one of the bunkers in the 80s, and that makes sense now because that is there. That is one of those gun emplacements right there. Yeah, so you can go underground. It's almost like a deep shelter, but it's not. So that is on the edge next to where the motorway is now. And this is where I'm visiting now. Utterly confused, thinking that I'm visiting here. All makes sense. Which kind of makes things even more interesting because now it's a case of, well, there's a tunnel here, right, that you can still explore. The one that we used to make a base in back in the day. But there's this one. And there's this one. Where are they? They're obviously still there, aren't they? But obviously been filled in. That's really interesting. So there you go. You're up to date. I'll let the video carry on, and you can just kind of laugh at my utter confusion as to what's going on from this point.
And that's one of the first of these 3 things. Either gun positions or radar or spotted, I don't know. There we go, look. Whoa. Okay, let's get this sorted out, man. Right, that is not a happy hole. As far as holes go. I don't know a bit about holes. That ain't a happy one, man. Guess you ain't going down that. Do you reckon it's been backfilled? So this is the top of it, right? This is the top of the structure, as I said, 1 of 3. The other 2 are over that side there. So these would have been really quite deep. So we're seeing the top now. If you look, there's like what looks like to be bomb walls around each side, which is what I reckon they are. I reckon they're bomb walls or stairs going down. So this goes really far underground, but we're only seeing the top of it now. You see that? This is just the top. So we'll get the stick of truth down there and see what's going on. Anyway, let's get in there. Look, you can see it's just all been backfilled, yeah? And it doesn't go down any further than what you can see, unfortunately. That's a real shame. So yeah, at some point, they filled it all in. But you can see the back wall there. So it's not that big, is it? Ah, it's a shame. So they've just chucked rubbish and crap down it. And they've chucked mud down it as well, so we don't have any chance. Let's go down to see if we can find the next one. I don't think it's there. I don't think the other 2 are there even. So the other one, it's got to be under here somewhere. 1 there. 1 maybe under here. Totally buried. Ah! This one here. Unless it's set back now. It's not. Oh, yeah, it might go. I get my angles wrong here, aren't I? It's going to go that way. So in theory, it's up there. I don't see anything here. There you go, down there. It goes straight along here. This little bush kind of looks ominous to me. Might be something underneath there, and that one there. And then you've got your straight line that goes all the way along, look. Strange. I can't see anything. I'll have a little more of an investigation. Again, here's another little, this funny little square area now. But back then again, had all buildings along here, along this part here. And now it just opens up into this kind of cute little area. A lot of kind of brickwork. I know that there was a lot of Channel Tunnel work done around here as well. Someone's been having I think they've been having a bonfire. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yes, yeah, they have, yeah. Having a right nice time up here, aren't they? Lovely place to be, other than the deafening sounds of traffic on the motorway next to us. If you're trying to get to a specific place south of England in this weather and this heat, and you have to walk through grass like this, firstly wear something long sleeves, something good on your legs as well, because the amount of ticks are just phenomenal. But secondly, make as much noise as you can as you're going through, because up here especially in the southeast, we've got a lot of adders. They love the heat and they come out and sunbathe. And if you don't know, adders are Britain's only venomous snake and part of the viper family, and can pack a punch and will kill you if you've got underlying medical problems. And if you don't have underlying medical problems, you're still going to be pretty sick. They will definitely do a dog though, so just be careful. Make as much noise as you can, and really just try and avoid places like this. Alright, so I want to be getting in there, but as you can see, it's pretty overgrown, especially with stingers. We don't like stingers, do we? Oh, okay then. So I don't know how deep this goes before it goes and flattens out. I did see a tent in there, but I'm pretty sure there's nobody in there. There's no one in there, is there? No, there'd be too many tracks out here if there was fresh tracks. Last time I did that, there was somebody. It was an immigrant who was camping out. Couldn't speak much English at all. Okay, great. So straight away I can see we've got some nasty old spiders. We've got some of the big boys. But that ain't a problem if I don't bother them. Hoping they won't bother me too much. There's a microwave in there. There's 2 microwaves in there. Oh, fantastic. There's a bag there. Definitely a tent there. Oh, I can smell rotting. That's not good. But I think if it was human, it'd be a lot more pronounced. Okay, here we go. Jeez, what is this? So, God, it stinks in here. That ain't a tent. That's like a marquee, almost. It's like a paragliding thing. Is it a paragliding thing? I don't know, let's go have a look over here first. See what we got. A couple of microwaves. That's not random, is it? Just a couple of microwaves out in the middle of World War II, Narnia. Booze bottles. Someone's been chowing down. That's not a couple of microwaves, that's just a box. So, did it come in it? God, how weird. So it's a parachute. Is it a paraglider's parachute type thing? It's not a tent at all. God, I hope there's nobody under there. He's come in and he's crawled in because he's been injured. Oh, there's a whole backpack over there. That's a ground sheet. I don't like this. Tent poles. The reason I think that it's because of this red here. You get the secondary ones that open up, don't you? Oh, what is that? Nah, man. There's a lot of kit there. I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a really bad feeling, and the smell in here is not helping. Look, it's like they've got vitamins, they've got sunglasses, and they've just left it all. Clothing. Someone under there, isn't there? Let's have a look in the paraphernalia. Have a close look. There's loads of stuff. There's a watch. Can you see they've been living here? Whoever this is has been living here. Glasses. Umbrella. Why would they leave all of their gear and bug out? Okay, so I tried to mess this up. I tried to film what was in the pot. I brought the pot out. I did film what was in the pot. Then I put it back again, but I didn't hit record, so it's lucky that I kind of checked back on myself. So in this pot there's Alka-Seltzer, toothpaste, brand new earplugs, brand new paracord, and I think that was about it. Oh, the smell, man. And in here's like a whiskey thing, watch. I don't know if I feel this, headphones. Are you in there, mate? You got this. I don't know what to do about this, because if I'm just being utterly paranoid and I get the police up here and they go, there's nobody here, mate, then yeah, I'm an idiot, aren't I? And I've come all the way out here. The smell of rotting could easily be an animal. It happens all the time. They come into these places and die, as do human beings, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on here. I don't. It's really bumming out my video. This is a World War II structure. Here we go, look. So it's kind of hidden back then and hidden now, really. What's all this? Now, this leads me to think a parachute again. You know? Because look, you've got the harnesses and the straps. And what made me think that before is this red bit, the secondary. I don't know, this is weird. You've got bags there. There is a bone down here next to a chocolate bar. There's a couple of bones, actually. But probably animals, I'm guessing. But this is just odd. Gas fire there. There's a cup there. Someone's been living in there. There's a plate there. And now they ain't. They've been living under their parachute. What? Oh, I don't know. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't like it. Bumming out my video. I'm off. Okay, now I've got my head together a little bit and got back out in the fresh air. I can kind of conclude what I think's going on there. Firstly, I don't think it is a body under there. I think that, get out of that sun ray over there. I think what's happened is someone's been using it temporarily as a shelter. Maybe someone homeless, trying to get rehomed somehow. So they've got all their kit in there. At some point, a paraglider has come down, which does happen around here because we're on the right cliffs of Dover, you see. So they like to fly around here. Loads, especially in the warmer weathers. Accidents happen. Doesn't mean to say they're dead or anything. They probably come down, bugger, can't carry all that back to the car. This other fellow who lives in there somehow found it round this area and has used it as a huge sleeping bag or just a home, I reckon. I think that's what's happened there. The smell of rotting isn't, I don't think, if you know, you know, if that was human. If you know, you know. No, that's animal. There's something that's died in there. So yeah, I don't think it's funny, isn't it, how your mind works when you're actually in that situation. So according to this map, these houses, these like terraced houses here, are right here. Isn't that a bit kind of eerie? You find that kind of eerie that just nothing. That people lived there, you know. People were probably born there and maybe died there. I don't know how long they were there for. You know, there's lives that were lived in there, and now nothing, just erased. No one knows who or what that was. Site investigated. That's off, ticked, done. There's a little bunker over the back there that we turned into a base in the 80s. One summer holiday, I think I must have been about 9 or 10. I'm not going to do that today though, because it's really quite overgrown. But I'd love to hear what you think those round circular things are. AA, nah, I don't know. It's going to be relatively simple, but I just can't kind of like decide what they are. So yeah, comment below if you do know what they are. Some of you might, or just give us ideas. They could even be decoys, you know, for fortitude. Could be decoys. This whole area was. Now then again, it's concrete, isn't it? They wouldn't do that. I don't know. Anyway, this video also goes to show that if you go exploring and you do wander off the beaten track, you may find something that you don't want to find. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the game. It's a lot better now. It's a hell of a lot better now. It was pretty bad back in the 80s. It was pretty prolific. Every other week you'd hear about some kid who's just had a Stand By Me moment. But you do always run that risk. Again, just to reiterate, I don't think that there's anything going on down there. Anyway folks, hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.